story out of the New York Post this morning says that the brokers are keeping the apartments they are brought in to sell because they like the properties and they can afford it. Joining us right now is Chris Leavitt from Douglas Elliman, South Florida. Chris, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Is this what's happening?
It is. I'm actually doing it myself. You know, we get the leg up before, we do friends and family release when we have a new construction building, and a lot of times the brokers are offered units. Why not buy? It's a great tool to say when you're selling the building, I bought also.
Maybe, but I mean, is it expensive right now? Are prices getting away from you? So why not buy right now? Because prices are too expensive.
Well, prices are going up, but it's a great opportunity to get in early and see the price increase.
You're out in Miami, right, Dagen?
Yeah, we have a very small, inexpensive place.
Does it feel like it's booming the way Chris always says?
Miami is booming. You can speak to the higher end of the market. It took off through the roof right after the financial crisis with so much cash coming in from overseas and from hedge funds. There was a problem with inventory for a while, and now you see a lot more inventory coming on the market.
Miami's different right now. We've talked about it so many times, and I think what's happening is, I held the record sale for the highest condo ever sold, and
Congratulations, that's
thank you.
Great.
But I just got trumped by double. It was sold for $60 million, so 2 weeks ago.
And it was in an odd neighborhood, wasn't it? It was
Fianna House, 33rd and Collins, still a beautiful neighborhood right in the ocean. But, my sale was $34 million. This was $60 million, and from a New Yorker. So usually those high-ticket items go to Russians, foreigners. This was a New Yorker, which was really great and kind of a boost for the morale of the
I guess there are fewer Russians running around spending all that money on big ticket real estate now with what's going on in Russia. Is that a fair statement?
Absolutely. There's a big shift. Brazil, Argentina, Venezuela, those used to be the major buyers in Miami. Now it's New Yorkers trumping Brazil by 2.5%. So it's really exciting to see the change and the shift and how we sell as brokers.
Sure. Kevin, what does that tell you?
Well, what it tells me is actually it goes back to the foreign markets, right? I mean, now you have foreigners who are worried about putting their money to work because they want that liquidity. So that's an interesting thing that's happening. And another story that actually broke over the weekend was actually Ken Griffin, supposedly as the head of Citadel, talking about the hedge funds, went out and bought over $300 million worth of real estate.
Wow. Where?
He actually did it here in New York, and he's actually opening up a new office here in New York as well. So they're talking about that as well as Florida.
Right. Well, he spent $200 million in New York and that $60 million sale in Miami. So yeah, that says a lot.
Yeah.
He's getting divorced all the same stroke. But the apartment you bought was here in New York City. We're close to a median price of almost $1 million on an apartment here.
I see the value in New York City. It's a shrinking city. It's getting smaller and smaller, and I don't see it changing.
So prices have not come down.
No, they're going up.
Yeah.
18% since last year.
Across the board, or are there pockets of real estate that are doing better than others?
In high-end luxury in Manhattan.
High-end luxury.
Yes, the average price per square foot now is $1,500 a foot. The average price for an apartment is $1 million.
Wow. And you say this is domestic. This is not the Chinese and the Russians out there.
Of course, Chinese are coming in and buying, asset protection and all of that. But it's a lot of people local buying because the economy is good here. Jobs are great, and people want to live here.
Do people think things change when rates go higher?
I think, rates are like wine. A little bit in moderation is not so bad. I think that as we inch up, it will be fine. And I think that most of these are cash purchases anyway.
Cash purchases, wow.
Yeah, I was about to say, have you seen any pickup from people not paying with cash? And are people still competing and outbidding? Yeah, are people outbidding each other too, and even over this listing price?
There's a lot of that going on, and especially in New York. But the mortgages, we're not seeing too many of them. 60% of the business I'm doing is cash.
Wow.
Where are the other key markets?
San Francisco is huge right now. Denver is huge. Aspen, Los Angeles, all the feeder markets for New York. New York, Miami, LA. Those are the three big ones.
Well, one thing is for sure, with rates where they are right now, and with these markets as volatile as they have been, there's a lot of cash on the sidelines.
There is. Yeah. Palm Beach, remember, is also coming out of.
You do a lot in Palm
Yes,
Beach.
Absolutely. That's Chris, a huge market right now.
Good to see you. Thanks so much for sharing your insights on this.
Thank you so much.
Congrats to you. We will keep watching that.